Welcome to Daily Life Connection. Thanks for joining me again today. Can you take another day of my soccer analogy from 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 30? God has united us with Christ Jesus. Well, I hope you can, because I've got one more for us at least. And that is this. I have no hope of ever being inducted into the Soccer Hall of Fame. None. Zero. I don't even play the game. And so there is no hope of this old man ever being inducted into the Soccer Hall of Fame. I'll never stand along the great, among the greats in the Hall of Fame like Maradona and Pele and others. I'll never be there. I could visit it maybe, but I certainly won't be enshrined in it. So what does that have to do with this verse? Well, because God has united us with Christ, we are already in the Hall of Fame of heaven. Did you know that? In Ephesians chapter 2, it talks about how God raised us up with Christ, because we've been united with Christ, raised us up with Christ, and has seated us in the heavenly realms. He's taken us into the heavenly Hall of Fame. We're already there with Jesus. It's kind of like this. This is a poor illustration, but you know those kind of holographic, do you remember those little card things you'd get with somebody's picture on it or whatever? And as you turned it, in the light, it would change from one picture to another. So there was kind of like both pictures on the same little plastic card. Can't remember what those were called, but if you do, you can put a comment down below. But they were kind of like a holographic image almost, and however you turned it in the light, it changed the picture. Well, it's like this. Let's say that in the great Hall of Fame, Pele is his picture is there. One of the greatest all-time ever soccer players. And let's say that's one of those cards. And as you stand in front of it, you can see his image. But as you move over to the side, all of a sudden you see Reed's image. What? You turn back and there's Pele, and you move over here and there is Reed's image. Depending on the light and the way you look at it, you can see either Pele or Reed. That's what God has done for us by uniting us to Christ Jesus. Jesus, who is in the star position in the Hall of Fame. Oh, this is amazing. When you look at that picture of Jesus and you move slightly, you begin to see Reed. I'm in that Hall of Fame because I have been united to him. I've been laminated to Jesus. And therefore, what I want to say to us today is, you are already in heaven's Hall of Fame. You made it. You're there. So rejoice. Rejoice. You have been so laminated to Jesus that in heaven's Hall of Fame, his picture is also your picture. That's what's happened. That's what God has done. So, so many of us as Christians, we strive so hard and work so hard to be good enough to be good enough for heaven. We trust God to get us there, but we still think we have to earn our right to be there. We have to be good enough, righteous enough, holy enough to be there. Stop a minute and understand you have been laminated to Jesus. You are already in heaven's Hall of Fame because you are in him. You're there. You're there. Rejoice and relax and live like you're in heaven's Hall of Fame. People who are still living, Pele, Maradona, and some of them are dead, but those who are still living and are in the Soccer Hall of Fame, they can live with, they receive all kinds of accolades and privileges because they have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. So you and I have all kinds of privileges in Father, in God, and in the Spirit, because we've been united with Christ, because we are already in heaven's Hall of Fame. Oh, that's amazing news today. So, relax and live like that. All of a sudden, there are joys in life. If Messi or someone who's in the Hall of Fame, if they're being introduced, it would be, and here he is, the Hall of Famer. Well, live like that. Live like wherever you go. God, Abba. Whenever you step in the door at work, Abba saying, make way for the Hall of Famer. Read stairs. Make way for the Hall of Famer. That's the joy he has in us, because we've made it, because Jesus made it. And we are laminated to him, united with him. Well, something to think about again today, and rejoice in, and delight in, and let it flow out of your life. God bless. We'll talk again tomorrow.